Hello, boys and girls. So we're gonna be doing the sentence frames over experiment, all right? So we already did our experiment about the white T-shirt and the black T-shirt, and we noticed what absorbed the most heat and light, and then what didn't, right? So we learned that what did we learn? I want you to turn to your partners and talk about which one absorbed the white T-shirt or the black T-shirt or what reflect. All right, so I'll give you a minute for that. All right, so tell me about absorption. What happened with the white T-shirt? And what happened with the black T-shirt? Okay, so we're gonna have each table go around, all right? So let's start with the first one. Okay, so with the black T-shirt, we realized based on our experiment that it was absorbing. That's right, more like a sponge. Yes, it absorbs a lot of heat and light. That's correct. You're right. That's what happened, right? Did that happen to everybody? Yes, we noticed that all of the tables, they all had the same results. What about the reflection part? Which of the two T-shirts reflected light? Wow, everyone agrees that the white T-shirt reflected more light. Yes, and we can back it up with our experiment, right? Based on our experiment, all of our four tables got the same results. Okay, then so how about we do the sentence frames together? So that way you can put it on your notebook, all right? So let's see what our sentence frames reads, okay? So let's read it together. I was surprised to see blank. So what were you surprised to see? I wonder what were you surprised to see? So everybody turn to your tables. On your tables, you're gonna discuss what were you surprised to see, all right? I'll give you a minute for that. Okay, I'm gonna use my red Sharpie to write some answers. Okay, so the first table, can you tell me what were you surprised to see? So the sentence frames reads, I was surprised to see. What were you surprised to see? Oh, okay, you were surprised to see your experiment? Okay, so they say my experiment. So I'm gonna write that down, my experiment, okay? Okay, then we'll that. And so we're gonna put it right here because we're gonna leave this blank. So we're gonna have options of what you're gonna say right here. So that way you can put it in and fill in the blank, all right? So let's see the other table. What did you have to say? Thank you for sharing about this one. This one was a good one, my experiment. Okay, so the sentence frames reads, I was surprised to see blank. What were you surprised to see? What were you surprised to see? Oh, okay, ice melting. Okay, let me write that down with my blue Sharpie. Ice melting. Okay, so I'm gonna put it here. Ice melting. Ice melting. Okay, so we're gonna leave it right here. Let's go to our third table. What were they surprised to see? Oh, the same. Okay, something about experiment. All right. What about the next table? Oh, also about the ice. Yeah, you agree with the ice that you were surprised to see also of the ice melting. All right. So we're gonna leave those two. So you can come up and you can even put it right here. We're gonna leave it in the classroom. So you can put it like this and we can read, let's read this together, okay? I was surprised to see my experiment. So they were surprised to see their experiment, the results of their experiment. So let's take this one out and let's read the next one. We put it right here. Let's see how it reads. Are you ready to read with me? I was surprised to see ice melting. Also, they were surprised to see the ice melt. All right, those were really good. So let's take those out. And I want to see what words can we come up with to remember absorption and reflection, okay? So let's start with reflection first. Oh. Reflection. So we're gonna put reflection right here. This reads reflection. Can you read that with me? Reflection. And then we're gonna see what are some keywords that we're gonna remember reflection based on our experiment. What was some words that was gonna remind you what reflection means? So I want you to turn to your tables and I want you to talk about words that will remind you of reflection, some keywords that will remind you of reflection or what reflection means. All right, so turn to your tables and share in your group. I'll give you a minute, all right? Okay, are we ready to share? Yes, all right, so let's start. What are some keywords? Oh, you say light. Okay, so I'm gonna use my orange marker. I'm gonna be putting in light. And we're gonna be using, so this reads light, light. And we have a light right here so we can remember that this means light. Okay, so we're gonna have it right here. So reflection reminds you of light. Oh, because it reflects light. Oh, wow, that's a really good one. Oh man, that's amazing. That's right, reflection, because you're reflecting light. Okay. So yeah, that's a key word that you can remember, reflection. Okay, so now let's try another one, all right? So what's another keyword that you remember, that you'll be able to remember for reflection? Mirror, wow, that's another good one. So I actually wrote this one earlier. Look at this, it says mirror. And then we have a mirror right here that will remember what the word is. Okay, so we have a picture right here and it's a mirror, it says mirror. So we're gonna have right here, that's another keyword that's gonna remind us what reflection means. And so then another word that we were talking about was absorption. Absorption, can you say that with me? Absorption. So we're gonna put absorption right here. And again, we're gonna turn to our group and we're gonna share some keywords that will help you remind you what absorption means. So I'll give you a minute. All right, so what are some words that will remind you of absorption? Oh, heat? Okay, so I'm gonna get my red marker and I'm gonna write heat, okay? So I'm gonna write heat and then we're gonna draw just a little bit of visual right here. So I have heat and this will help us remind us, this is a little visual for you to remind heat is coming, right? So this is heat. Can you say that word with me? Heat. Awesome. So we're gonna be putting heat under absorption. Under absorption. So what's another word that we can help us remind us what absorption means? What's another word? Oh, a sponge. So I'm gonna use my pink marker. A sponge, that's right. Earlier on, we said that a sponge absorbs water. So that helps us remind what absorption means. And I'm going to be writing a sponge right here. Can you say sponge with me? Sponge. And then we have a sponge right here. We're gonna put it under absorption. Wow, so we came up with really good keywords to remind us of what reflection and absorption means. So we can have this in the classroom so that way you can come and sort it out, and also to come and then you can just add some of these words on your notebook. All right, so this will be up in your classroom on the wall, right? All right, well, thank you so much. Don't forget, we're gonna have all of the sentence frames up on the wall. I'll be putting up on the wall for you to refer to. All right. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.